everyone, this is Video Game Fan 1999 here, and it is now time for me to do another birthday special here on my channel, and this one is going to be from my good friend AubreyS1987, who is going to be celebrating his 39th birthday this Sunday. So yeah, I just recently did a birthday special for Aiden's game collection not too long ago, and now it's Aubrey's turn to have a birthday special. So yeah, if some of you guys may know, Aubrey is one of my favorite YouTubers that I do enjoy watching, so I'm really excited to be doing this birthday special for him, as I have a lot of great games planned right here for this. And yeah, hopefully Aubrey himself does enjoy watching this, for how much I really do love his content. But either way, this should definitely be a really fun birthday special that I'm really looking forward to doing. So yeah, anyways, for our first segment, we are going to be starting things off with Super Mario Brothers for the NES. So let's see how we do. So Aubrey, if you are watching this, I hope you enjoy. Alright, so let's of course do a one-player game, and let's start off with World 1-1. Let's get that mushroom right there, of course. There's a 1-up. And we got a fire flower. Yeah, nice try, Goombas. I got the star. Alright, 5,000 points at the end of the first level. That is a really good start. Alright, let's move on to World 1-2. I got another star right there. Oh, what the heck? How'd that 1-up even stay up there? That's kind of weird. But we can still have a chance to grab it right here. Let's see if we can do that. Yes, he can! Alright! Well, I still got lucky right there. Alright. So anyways, that's it for that level. And we're gonna get another 5,000 points. Alright, 3 fireworks there as well. Not bad. Alright, on World 1-3. Ah, darn it! That Goomba just kind of screwed me up, as I missed my chance to hit him with my fireballs. But thankfully we are still going to make it to the end of that level. 2,000 points on the flagpole this time, but that's not bad. And we're also going to get 1 firework there as well. Alright, on to World 1-4. I will certainly take that mushroom. Oh, jeez. Now we're going to not put it to good use at all, because we got hit by that fire bar. Oh, shit! into Bowser's fire right there. That was a big mistake right there on my part. Alright, let's try again. Again we're not going to put the good use to that mushroom right there, as I got hit by the same fire bar after I grabbed it. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. And we are gonna knock out Bowser right there just fine. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, time to go to World 2-1. Alright, got our fire flower back here. Alright, there's a star. Alright, we're gonna get 5,000 points at the end of that level. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, heading into World 2-2. Alright, we're going underwater. Alright, we successfully made it to the LI level very well. We're only going to get 2,000 points on the flagpole this time, but it's not bad. We're also going to get 1 firework there. Alright, anyways, on to World 2-3. Alright, there's a 1-up right here for collecting a hard coins. Ah, jeez. That cheat sheet just screwed me up there. But at least there's some mushroom over here that we can get. Alright! 5,000 points at the end of that level. And we get 1 firework there again. Alright, on World 2-4 now. Let's go and grab this fire flower. Let's watch your step here carefully while trying to avoid those fire bars. God dang it, I couldn't quite get over to the right there for what I was trying to do. Alright, let's try again. Alright, that's more like it. Alright, let's once again take on Bowser. Oh, what the? How did he even hit me right there? But that doesn't matter, we still got him. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, let's see what happens now as we go to World 3-1. Alright, there's another mushroom. Oh no! Come on! That was terrible of how that Koopa shell hit me. Alright, let me still see if I can get a star right from this block. Okay, there we go. It'll definitely come in handy against those annoying hammer bros, that's for sure. I'm our mushroom. Oh, jeez! How in the world did I already lose that? You gotta be kidding me. I have 5,000 points at the end of that level. I'll certainly take it. Okay. So let's move on to World 3-2. Alright, there's our mushroom. Alright, let's grab that star right here as well. Yeah, that was definitely a very nice combo that I had to knocking out those enemies. And we're gonna get another 5,000 points at the end of that level. Well done. Alright, moving on to World 3-3. Alright, let's get that fire flower. Alright! 5,000 points on the flagpole once again. How about that? Alright, time to go to World 3-4. Oh boy, that was a close one. Alright, let's take on Bowser again, and we got him! Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, on to World 4-1. Now this is where we gotta try to be careful with Lakitu and his spinies. Oh, come on! That was just stupid of how that spiny landed right on my head. But I don't think it really should matter all that much, personally. Oh, come on! Well, so much for what I said right there, all because I died to that piranha plant. Let's try again. Okay, there we go. Now we made it to the end of the level. Let's go get some coins here very quickly from this block. And we are going to get 5,000 points. Nicely done. Alright, 3 fireworks there. That's pretty good. Alright, on to World 4-2. there's another mushroom. There is a coin block around here somewhere that I do want to try to find for some more coins, especially with the fact that I am close to getting enough of them for a 1-up. Okay, there it is. Alright, now let's go get this fire flower. Okay, I just barely made the jump. And now let's go and get a little bit more coins from those hidden blocks. Alright, we made it! Alright, only 2,000 points on the flagpole this time, but that's not bad at all. Alright, heading to World 4-3. Alright, 2,000 points on the flagpole again right there. Okay, so now it's time to go to World 4-4. Alright, so it's time for us to go through base here on this one. Alright, let's take on Bowser once again. Got him! And right as I knocked him out, we unfortunately lost my fire flower due to me getting hit by a fireball, but that's okay. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Alright, past the halfway point now in the game as we go to World 5-1. Alright, I'll gladly take the star. I have 5,000 points right there at the end of that level. That's more like it. We're also going to get 3 fireworks on top of that. Alright, on to World 5-2. And it does help right here that we can get a mushroom from that block, so we can get past that hammer a little easier. I don't really necessarily care if we do get hit by it or not right here, because having an item at that part certainly does make it a whole lot easier to get past this section. Oh boy, that was pretty lucky of how I survived that. Alright, let's go get some coins right here from this block, and then we'll go ahead and get that mushroom here as well. 5,000 points once again right there. Alright, let's head into World 5-3. Oh, no! Come on! That was dumb right there of how I got hit by that Goomba. At least we can get a mushroom right here to help ourselves out. Alright, we're gonna get 5,000 points at the end of that level right here. Awesome. And now it's on to World 5-4. Oh man, we were able to get that fire flower, but we immediately lost it due to me getting hit by that fire bar. That was embarrassing. Alright, let's see if we can beat Bowser right here. Yes, we can! Nice. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, so it's on World 6-1 now. Never mind! I thought I was actually gonna miss the mushroom for a second, but I was lucky of how it actually landed on that platform right here. But we unfortunately lost it due to me getting hit by one of those spinies and Lakitu dropped. Oh, that was close. Ah, jeez! That spiny just landed right on top of my head there. Alright, let's try this again as we have 3 lives left. But we can actually get that life back that we just lost right here since we made it to another 100 coins. Alright, there's 5,000 points at the end of that level. I'll gladly take it. We also do get 3 fireworks there as well. Alright, on to World 6-2. Let's grab that mushroom. Oh no! Darn, I have bad luck trying to kill that Goomba there. Ah, shoot! I should have waited right there for that piranha plant to go back in the pipe. That was my bad. Alright, 3 lives left right now. We gotta try to be careful. Okay, there we go. At least that time I was able to kill that Goomba. I'll gladly take that star. And we're going to beat that level, so we got 5,000 points. Sweet. Alright, let's head into World 6-3. Alright, there's a fire flower. And here comes some more bullet bills. Let's try to be careful that we don't get screwed up by them. Okay, we're fine. Alright, we're gonna beat that level right there, so we got another 5,000 points. Now we're gonna head into World 6-4. Alright, let's not worry about that item box. Ah, jeez! Well, not that it matters now, all because of the fact I just lost my fire flower. Oh, darn it! Nothing much I could do right there with those fire bars getting in my way. Alright, we have 2 lives left. Oh man, of course we already lose my mushroom there due to me getting hit by that fire bar. That is ridiculous. And I just died right there to that fire bar again. Come on. Alright, last life. Let's try to put it to good use here if we can. Oh, that was kind of lucky right there how I managed to survive that jump. There while trying to go for the mushroom, and now it's game over. Oh well. But I will at least say it was not a too bad of a performance right there for how far we got up to. We just could have done better if it wasn't for some of those mistakes we made. But getting up to World 6-4 is still pretty good though, nonetheless, as we finished with a total of 450,300 points. And it's not a bad way to start off this birthday special as well for what I was hoping for. But yeah, anyways, that is going to do it for Super Mario Brothers for the NES as part of AubreyS1987's birthday special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.